What's the best way to sync your contacts? Hi, this is Eliot from Workload. In this video, we'll be building a workflow starting with a new invitee created in Calendly, and we'll be taking those details in order to create a contact in HubSpot. All right, let's make a workflow. So we're going to start here, as always, at the Workload editor. And we're going to give our workflow a title. So this is going to be Calendly invitee to HubSpot contact. And we're going to select our trigger by clicking inside of the trigger box. And that is going to be in Calendly. And our event is going to be invitee created. So we'll click continue. This is where we will log into our Calendly account. If you have any questions about logging into Calendly, check out our blog post in the description of the video, and it'll give you a step-by-step instructions on how to do that. So we'll click continue once we're logged in, and then we'll test our trigger. And we have an invitee. So we can click continue here. And then for our action, we're going to use HubSpot. And we are going to create a contact. Click continue. Again, if you have questions about logging into HubSpot, check out the blog in the description. All right, so for HubSpot, when you're creating a contact, there is the option of inputting all kinds of details about your contact. From Calendly, we're only going to get a few pieces of information, but that'll be enough for us to create the contact. If you want to come back in later and fill in all the details, you're welcome to. But first, we have to do some formatting. So it has a separate input for first name and last name. But if you click inside the box and you come down to our drop-down menu, we only have the name as one total name. And we need to split that in half. So we're going to come and click on the plus sign that's in between our trigger and our action. We're going to add a step. And this is going to be one of our tools. And we're going to use the AI formatter by Workload. And we're going to format data. The input data is going to be that name. And we're going to say split name into first name and last name. Click continue, and then we will test our action. So now we have the first name separate from the last name. So we can click continue, come back to HubSpot, come down to our action step number 4. Click inside the first name box, come down to that second step of our formatted data, find the first name, nip, last name, also from that step 2, function. We don't have the address information from our trigger. We do have a phone number, which is here. But I'm noticing it's not in the same format that it wants for HubSpot. So I'm going to copy this format. I'm going to add a step again in between steps 2 and 3. This is also going to be our tools, also going to be the AI formatter. We're going to format data. The input now is from that step 1. Find that phone number. And our prompt is going to be format phone number into, and then I'm going to paste in the format style that they wanted. Click continue and test the action. And now that's formatted correctly. So you can click continue, come back to HubSpot, come back to that action step number 4. We're going to delete that phone number, come to our step 3, and select the properly formatted phone number. And then we do have an email address from step 1. And that's all the information that we have about the contact. So we're going to scroll past all this other stuff. and click continue. And then we're going to test this action. And we have a success. So we can click continue at the bottom of our workflow. I can peek over at my contacts and reload those. And now we have nip function with the email address and the phone number in the proper format. So our workflow is working correctly. We can come back over to the workload editor and we can activate our workflow. And now every time there's an invitee created in Calendly, that information will be formatted correctly and then used to create a contact in HubSpot. That's how you can use Workload to sync your invitees in Calendly with your contacts in HubSpot. Please join the Workload community by commenting on this video. You can also like this video and click here to subscribe to our channel, or click here to get more content from Workload about how to make your business practices flow more smoothly. And I'll see you next time.